So Nicholas Pegues reporting Princess Beatrix is your elected American boyfriend speaking and your elected Mrs. Boyfriend speaking. First, I would like to wish everyone around the world a magical Thanksgiving, of course. And of course, I'm devoting all of my service regarding me as a presidential blogger, to the Tennessee Republican Party and the George W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum because I love former President George W. Bush. He is my most favorite president. And of course, I believe in innovation. And of course, I am supported by the Obama administration regarding this subject. So I am very diverse. I believe in diversity in American politics. And I believe in the community, the spirit of the Memphis community, and of course, our governments around the world. I believe in diversity. So it is approved by the Obama administration as well as the George W. Bush Presidential Center. So here is the unopened letter, of course, that I have not opened for months of former President George W. Bush from the George W. Bush Presidential Library. And I have not opened this letter for like 5 months now. So I'd like to wish a happy Thanksgiving to former President George W. Bush and, of course, to everyone at the White House. Now, I still have another unopened letter from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue right now. So I'd like to wish everyone at the White House a happy Thanksgiving as well. Nicholas Pegues Thanksgiving special. And of course, I have another unopened letter from the White House. So these are three unopened letters. How magical is this? In possession of Nicholas Pegues, wishing everyone around the world and those who represent our free world a happy Thanksgiving 2014 as a descendant of the Victorian Village College Chapel Historic District. Now, I also like to express, Nicholas Pegues is becoming quite an elder in politics. And, that's quite unique for me being only in my mid-20s to be an elder in politics. How many times have I been in the presence of the President and Mrs. Obama, and of course the President and Mrs. Bush, or any world leaders? It's been a lot of times. So Nicholas Pegues has documented. I've documented like 5 or 6 times I've been in the presence of someone that was a presidential candidate, whether it was Mitt Romney or Paul Ryan or former President George W. Bush, or of course anyone in the Obama administration. Nicholas Pegues is becoming a political elder, and of course I am called the second superpower in the 21st century. So Nicholas Pegues is quite influential in the world, and it is a blessing, and I am thankful to have that blessing to be in the presence of such, so many world leaders at such an early age. And not just that, how many people actually can meet or be in the presence of the president one time? I was in his presence like 4 or 5 times only. Nicholas Pegues. Many blessings to the President and Mrs. Obama. Many blessings to the President and Mrs. Bush. Many blessings to George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush. Of course, many blessings to the President and Miss Carter. Nicholas Pegues reporting. I love everyone. I love humanity, and my service will be devoted to the Tennessee Republican Party and the George W. Bush Presidential Center. My service in Tennessee regarding the White House, because we are a Republican state, and of course, I'm always diverse. I love representing the White House and my generation in the 21st century. I also like to express and attach to this video the many times that I've been in the presence of the President and Mrs. Obama, or of course the President and Mrs. Bush. How many times have I met these world leaders? I've counted like 5 or 6 times. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Nicholas Pegues reporting. Princess Beatrix, this is your elected American boyfriend speaking, and your elected Mrs. Boyfriend speaking, wishing everyone a magical, magical, magical Thanksgiving. Thank you, everyone.